Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to another Satisfactory video. So, we're going to continue on with our expedition. I did some research, and this node should give us pretty much infinite resources of iron. Of course, it all boils down to purity, depending on the quality and everything and the quantity that we actually get in a certain time period. So, we're going to continue our automation here. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to continue the upgrading process. As you can see, we've gone through and gotten quite a bit of stuff for what we're going to need here. And I learned the hard way that I wasn't just unlocking one singular thing, I was unlocking multiple when I was doing the unlocks for the upgrades. So now we're going to we're going to build up a smelter here. The smelter will be beneficial to allow us to smelt down our ingots, I guess, or our ores in a quicker fashion. So let's go ahead and grab our iron, which is copper ore. We'll grab that. That's our iron ore. We'll grab you. We'll grab you, you, and you. And then, of course, we'll grab our cables as well. And this is just food and things like that. Cool. So let's go ahead and grab the iron out of our storage crate here. One of the things that obviously we need to be mindful of is the amount of leaves and everything that we have kind of rolling through. So we can go ahead and turn this bad boy back on. And to do that, there is a switch somewhere that I forgot where it's at. I guess, is it up top? It is indeed not. I'm a liar. There's a switch somewhere around here. Maybe it's over here. No? Why can't, there's supposed to be a switch. Am I stupid? There we go. Okay, there's the switch. Okay, cool. So we'll let that kind of do its thing. We'll come back over here. We will grab the iron out of here. And now we will cut it down and basically build out iron ingots. So we're going to need 10 iron or 5 iron rods and 8 wire spools. So let's go ahead and make our 8 iron rods. Okay. We have enough copper. We can make 7 more of these. Beautiful. And then now we can build out our smelter, which our smelter, we're going to put, we can pretty much put our smelter anywhere we want it. I don't want this to be super crazy, but what I think we'll do is we'll put our smelter right here for the time being, and then we will build out our conveyor belts, which means we need 2 more plates. Not a problem. We can come back over here. 1. Well, there's a little bit more than 2, but it's fine. Boom. All right. So that should start sending the iron into here, into our smelter. Now, of course, our smelter is not going to do anything because we don't have any power coming to it. As you can clearly tell, we're only somewhat limited on our power consumption. We do need to figure out a good biomass tool or a good biomass fuel for this. So power, we can actually come back over here, and I guess we could, in theory, break this down, and that should give us our cable back as well. And then we can come right here, and then we can do our cable. Let me actually do this. How do I do that? That. And I think that should be enough right there. And then now we have those two separated, and this should be, once I click this, it should turn my iron ore that we're building, that we're bringing in, into iron ingots, which you can see it clearly is, which we don't necessarily need that, but I think it'll be fine for now to just leave it how it is. But yeah, so this is cool. So we need to complete upgrade 6 for the, I guess, tutorial. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we need for this. We're going to select this milestone. We need a lot of resources. We need 100 iron rods, 100 iron plates, 100 wire spools, and then 50 concrete. 50 concrete is going to come from that bad boy over there. So I think what we could do in theory is maybe we need some more wire spools. So let's go ahead and craft some more wire spools real quick. We'll just craft the 2 that we do need, and then we'll do this right here. Wait, we need concrete too. Oops, that's probably. We'll just grab some more limestone. Oops, I forgot. So basically, we'll just get as much as we can. We'll set up a miner over here as well. And this is where things are going to get a little crazy. Excuse you. Pass gas over there. It's nasty. Thankfully, that is again, infinite source of resources, basically. So we'll just multiple biomass burners can be connected to the same power grid for increased capacity. That's cool. I'm actually interesting. So if I were to, okay, well, I need to make the concrete first. Let me go make the concrete first. Then we will do that. So let's cool. Okay. So now we have enough concrete, and we can basically just plop this down right there. I'm curious. We do have enough cables. You can't connect more lines to this connector. Okay. So in theory, what I probably should do let me create another. We do not have enough wires. Not that one. I need this one. Let's create more wire spools real quick. I think that should be okay. You'll understand what I'm doing here in a second. I will plop this down right here. I do like that it does that. Okay. We'll do that. And then now what we'll do is this, and then this right here. Now, boom. Now we can actually start pushing more stuff into this power grid. Oops. Which of course, only 84 more leaves. This one has 50, so definitely need more biomass. So I need to figure that whole situation out. But basically, we'll build out a drill up there, and then we'll just connect a bunch of cables to it. So this is full, which means I probably should make just another storage crate for that, huh? All right, so let's do this. Make a couple of more of these. Couple more of those, and then now we'll craft ourselves a nice little storage container right here, and then we'll build out that. And now this will be moving our iron ingots to this storage container. This is going to kind of clean this right here up. You can see we have a decent amount of iron, so that's going to push it through here. We of course need to maintain the power and everything. That's kind of important. So let's See if we can find some leaves to grab for the time being until we can figure out a better biomass solution. I'm not entirely sure what better resources become available for us as we kind of move forward with biomass creation, or whatever the phrasing is that you want to use for that. But energy and production and power is, I think, going to be pretty sluggish at first. And I'm honestly not too upset about that. I feel like it'll just be something that we'll have to kind of work around how best we can. So let's head back. We should have 256 leaves. I think that'll be 259 leaves and some flower petals. So I think that should be okay. We will plop the 259 in there. That should provide all that with enough power for a little bit. And then we'll start working on this over here. So now we're going to do, we had to make a portable miner, which we can. Now we're going to need to make a bunch more of these guys. We have 40. Now we have, how many of those do we have? 22. Dang, that dog is really aggravating. Let's see. Production. We're going to need concrete too. We should have not enough to make enough concrete. It's just kind of funny that we're, the resource we're missing is the one we're trying to mine here. This will help us kind of build up this resource, but then we need to figure out something for copper because copper's running a little low, which is fine. I mean, the node's not too far away. It's just right up there. If we need, I mean, obviously I don't want to have just a bunch of Willow, can you get somewhere and lay down? Stop tormenting Yuki. We'll get 25. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I could probably just go all out, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't expect this to be pretty. It's definitely not. Okay, so I think that should be enough, right? Beautiful. Now, is this actually going to connect to this? That's the question. It does. Wow, it actually connects a little bit further than I was hoping it would, but okay. I don't have any cables. Let me go make some cables real quick. Should have enough, right? Got some iron. I got some wires. I can make some cables. That shouldn't be a problem. Whee! Make 6. Beautiful. That should be enough. Hopefully. I don't know how many cables it takes for. Okay, cool. And you can see that's actually really cool. It tells you how many you can connect to that. Okay, so this should, once I come over here and flip the switch, should start mining limestone. No power. Okay. Well, that poses a slight problem. This is completely out of power. This is completely out of fuel. Oh my goodness. That significantly skyrocketed. Oh gosh. Okay. So what I think we should do here is this right here, and then connect. We'll do this right here, and then we will connect cable from there to there. And then, well, now that I think about it, you can't connect any more lines to this. How are you supposed to? It said you can connect multiple bio. Interesting. Okay, so we'll just reconnect that cable back to there, and then that back to there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then we'll do this right here where I wonder, can I just split this in half? There we go. Beautiful. Okay, Now we'll go around, collect a bunch of more leaves and stuff, and this should be mining. Yeah, it's mining the stuff I needed to mine. This thankfully does give me a lot of leaves, but I have an inclination that I'm going to need it to do. I'm going to need this to do something a little bit. I'm gonna need more biomass burners. I'm curious, is there a way for me to do that? Like create those? I'll have to look, or like build those without them being connected directly to my system. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I assume there is. I assume there's a way to create them, and I think those two just kind of come with it. I guess. I'm about to run into another enemy here in a second, aren't I? This is why you pick up all the grass, guys. When you're out and about, just pick up all the grass, because those will absolutely be beneficial for your power consumption for whatever craziness you're getting into when you're out hiking and surviving and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fun times. So let's see. Power. Logistics, production, special. Nope. Okay, so I guess I can't just yet. I don't know if there's something that comes with the next key factor. I'm not sure. There we go. Cool. So that should be a little bit of time. Oh, we got some more right here. Okay. Let's see how many iron ingots I have. Should be a decent amount. Indeed it was. Beautiful. And now we're going to turn those into 100 iron plates. And then we'll make 100 iron rods. And then we'll start collecting some copper, because we are practically out of copper at this point. We have 16 ore and 3 ingots. So that'll take some time, but we'll be good. This is what I love about automation, guys. 698, 100. We don't have enough. We can't make 100 rods just yet, but we should have enough. Once we get done making these rods, we should be able to turn around, grab some more, and make them from there. Actually, we might have over 100. Yeah, we will, because I already had some rods. Boom, looky there. Cool. Okay, so now let's go over here, grab whatever we have in there, and then we'll start making that. Grab whatever we have in here, and then we'll jump up there to the copper node, and we'll grab a bunch of copper. Wow, we have 97 of those. I, for some odd reason, only thought that said we had 7. I was about to be really confused. Okay, let's head up top. Collect all the leaves. I don't trust them. I accidentally broke that. Sorry. This is clearly going to take some time, but once we have all this one done, we should be done with the, I guess, orientation, as they call it. Multiple biomass burners can be connected to the same power grid to increase capacity. Ensure a resource node is clear of clutter before placing it in a miner Mark 1. Before placing a miner Mark 1, not placing it in one. I'll do. I don't remember how much. I think it's 3 copper ore per, or is it? It should be 1 copper ore per ingot. So I should have enough to make now because I have over 100. We'll do 110. Hey, big guy, creepy, creepy, big guy. Okay, let's head back. Okay, anyway. Okay, so now we should be able to make 110 of these. Yeah, we'll be fine. We need to make 50 concrete. That'll definitely be a problem. That'll be somewhat of a nuisance, but I think we'll be okay. We have 97, so we have enough to make 32. I think by the time that we finish making all 100 wires, we should have enough. We should have enough limestone mined up over there. Okay, so that should be enough wires. It's kind of crazy they jump up from like just needing 20 or 30 to needing 100 of all of this stuff. You really got to work for tier 6. All right, and 100. Cool. Okay. So let's go take a gander over here in our limestone miner. That's plenty enough to make 100 now, which we will, of course, we'll make this a little bit easier, but I think as of right now, or make it a little prettier, I guess, but as of right now, I think where we're at is fine. So let's go ahead and make our 50 of these. And done. Okay. Awesome. Tier 7, or is it done? Oh, it's done. Very nice.
Congratulations. You have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, part biomass.
Heart biomass? Oh, part biomass. What is this?
Congratulations. You succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service.
What is this?
Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note, future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Yeah, biomass. We can go ahead and actually make that. We have plenty of the resources to be able to do that. We only need... Well, no, we don't. Not yet, at least. We will, though, once I go over here and look in this. Boom. Okay. So we need 15 iron rods, 15 iron plates, and 25 wires. So that shouldn't be too bad. The plan is I'll put one of these up in the... Actually, I probably should make more iron plates and iron rods, but I'm going to do this right here real quick. And then I'm going to... Production miner. We're going to do iron plates. Probably a bunch more than 25. We'll make about... Let's make about 40 of these. We'll make 30 of these. Then we'll make the last 8 of these that we can make. And then we'll make our 10 concrete we're going to need. And then we'll go over there and we'll see what we need for the portable miner. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay, cool. So we have everything we need for these two. I'm going to need a cable. So let me make a couple more copper ingots to make some more wires to make a cable, so I'm not using any of the wires that I'll need, even though I have more than enough. Okay, there we go. So you can see this stuff is out of power now, which does pose a little bit of a problem, but I think we'll be okay for the time being. Once I set up the copper resource up here on a completely separate biomass burner, I can start pulling and actually putting stuff in here, allow this to kind of do its thing, and then I'll come back up here and I'll, load up a storage crate and everything. So let's start with the miner. And then we will go to doing power biomass burner. We'll plop you down right there. And then right here's where that would go. And then we have our power. So we'll do that to there. And now, open this up and you'll see we have that. And that will begin mining our copper. So as we kind of run around, we'll collect more leaves. We'll drop the leaves off into our stuff over here so that we can continue this. But I might build another biomass burner over here so it's not utilizing these. Because I'd much rather not cause this power to be minimal, I guess. Even though this is only really doing... I really shouldn't have both of these. I'll be honest with you. I really shouldn't have both of these connected to doing the iron stuff. Because in theory, I should be able to connect all of this stuff together. So let me go ahead and do that. So, should be able to connect you to right there, and then you to right there. You to right there. Okay. So now all of this should be connected to each other, which should allow for a little bit more. I say it should allow, but in theory, this looks ugly. I know, but we do need as much iron production as we can get right now, because that's something that'll be kind of helpful over the course of the initial beginning of the playthrough. But there's a lot of stuff we gotta build up here. So especially if we want to automate this to look nice and comfortable and work and everything. But basically running around collecting as many leaves as I can, and then I will take a gander at what else can be used as fuel and what is better used as fuel. I'm actually very curious what would be a better fuel source for these burners. But what I'm thinking I'll do is I will avoid using the one by my hub for the limestone. So I'll build out a new one, new biomass burner, and set that one up to be for the limestone, because I'm going to need to do that. Well, not for the limestone. I will need a lot of stuff for the I will need a lot of power to go to the copper one, because the copper one's going to have a smelter there, as well as I'll need a bunch of stuff to move the stuff from the copper one over to my base, because I don't want to. I'm too lazy. Another limestone deposit right here, so that's good. It's not too far. That's cool. We have a decent amount of limestone. I'm not worried about that. We have 548 leaves, which means we can come in here and we can do that. that. So that should be good. My dog is tormenting my cat right now. I don't know why she has to be that way. We'll go up there and we will plug hefty amount in here, and we will actually, before we go up there, let's go ahead and set up a smelter and a logistics container up there. So we're going to, wow, actually, surprisingly, we're only going to need iron rods. Crazy. Crazy how that worked out, huh? Okay. We're going to need more plates because I do want another logistics container like over here somewhere that will, but I don't think that's going to be as important right now, I guess. That'll come in due time, don't worry. Okay, I think that's good. This is such a pretty game, though. This game is so well put together. There's more exploring to be done, too. So I will absolutely be doing more exploring. I'll run around a lot more and kind of get an idea for what this world has to offer, because really, I mean, what we're doing now is I mean, the little bit of, oh, that's all it's using. Wow. Only for now. So let's go ahead and make our smelter, huh? Okay. I don't have any concrete. That would pose a little bit of a problem, huh? This game is still in early access, but it's super satisfying. Absolutely deserves the name Satisfactory. No power. So there's no power to this. So those are okay. So definitely need to throw the rest in there. Guess we'll do this and split those two up, but we'll do that here in a second. Thankfully, even though I lose power over there, I don't lose power in this. So. Oh. So this is interesting. I now have a biomass leaves. Huh? Wood? Oh, that is so cool. I want to see how much different this one is compared to the leaves. 300 per... Wow. Okay. So wood is very, very good. I think. We'll try it. We'll put woods in here. Okay. So now we'll head back up here and we will... I don't know. I think I'm going to need to place a pole up here because I don't think I can connect more than one to this one. I think I'm going to need to connect them to a pole because you can see all the copper is just chilling there. We'll go ahead and select the copper. There we go. Yeah, you can only connect one. Okay. So we will build a pole right there. We will disassemble that cable. We will go from there to there, there to here, and then here to here. And then now, if we come back over here, yeah. You see the difference? Look at how much different that is. That is insane. How much better the wood one is. Now, I don't remember how I got the wood. Just start breaking everything. Start smacking as much as I can. I don't remember how I got the wood. So that's definitely going to be something that I'll need to take a look at. But that is significantly better. And I'm curious, I want to go back and check the biomass leaves one to see if that possibly increases the time as well. Let's see here. No. So that's 60 per minute. So I think it's a little bit faster. We'll go ahead and turn these into this stuff. Wait a minute. Now, okay, hold on. No. Are these different? I guess they're, I don't know if they're like completely different. We'll find out. Okay. No, they're the same. So that's cool. So that should provide a decent, like, we're good. We're good. Okay. So that'll give us a significant amount of power. We should be okay with that. So the next big thing I want to think about building up here. So I have my smelter and my dude up there. We're going to build out a storage container right here. And the reason for that, I'm going to need a lot of plates. I have 93 ingots and I have 10 plates. Let me make a bunch of plates because I think I'm going to need a lot of I'm going to need a lot of plates in general. But the reason for that is I'm going to take it from down there to there for the copper ingots that are made. Mostly because I don't want to deal with having to run back up there to grab them. So if we build up enough plates, we should be okay. Perfection. But this is good. This is good. This is kind of interesting. I'm glad that I'm glad I looked. And there are other options, and I'll show you here in a second whenever we get done with this. If we come here, tier 1, we have base building. We have a bunch of different base building options. We have logistics. We can do conveyor split, merger, conveyor lift, productivity display, field research. We can get a map, object spanner. And then, of course, tier 2, we have part assembly. There's so much to do in this game. This is so cool. This is so cool. Jump pad, U-jelly landing pad, awesome sink. Fear not, the whatever, does not waste. The newly developed awesome sink turns any useful. Okay, that's interesting. Awesome shop. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot to think about with this, and I'm actually really curious to see how far we can progress in this game as it kind of rolls through early access. Like this is really cool. I'm hoping that the angle I put this at is okay. I need, oh geez, I'm gonna need a lot of them. Conveyor belt is too long. Okay, so I'm curious, how do you fix that? Oh, probably with the conveyor pole. Interesting. Okay, so what if we were to do this right here? Huh? Oh no. That was gonna hurt. I don't have any iron rods. Okay, let me go make some iron rods real quick. I assume that is how you get it longer. It's with the conveyor poles. That's really cool. I got plenty of iron ingots in here. I'm not worried about that. Make plenty of iron rods. Maybe I'll gift this game to Quex and have him join me. How many iron plates? I have 100 iron plates left, so yeah. I'm curious. So I have it right there, so I'll do it right there. Okay, beautiful. So now this should be bringing our copper plates down efficiently. Look at this. And this will fill this bad boy up with copper plates. So we should be good with that. And the next thing we need to do here is build another storage container to host our, well, we can already, build another storage container right here to host our limestone, which this one, fortunately, should not be a problem to build out. So like that, we start doing that, and that will build out our, that will basically be our limestone production. So now we have our copper right there, our limestone right there, and our iron over there. So there are a variety of resources available that I think we should be good for. So you see limestone, iron, and copper. I'm going to go ahead and just do that just to kind of get another sense for where all the more iron deposits are. So there's a lot over, there's a couple over there. There's one right there and one right there. So I think we're pretty much set on resources for the time being. I definitely need to maintain my power consumption because you can see my, well, I was about to say you can see my power consumption is going down, but it's really not going that low. And this one, right, these two right here are pushing to the limestone and the iron. So that's interesting. Let's take a look at what we're going to need. Let's actually drop some of this stuff, some more of this stuff off in here, which actually we have 10 wood. I'm going to drop all this stuff off in here and then just grab what I need when I need it. Okay. Turn all these to that. So okay, cool. So let's take a look at what we can make now. Logistics, we have the conveyors. Power, we have the biomass burner, power lines, and power poles. What have we not made from this? We've made that. We haven't made one of those, but we have it right here next to us. Crafts one part into another part. Can be automated by feeding parts into it with a conveyor belt. Okay, so let's build one of these bad boys. This will be useful for the limestone to concrete. So we need reinforced iron plate. And so I assume reinforced iron plate comes from something else right here. So this is going to require screws and iron plates. So we have enough resources to make this stuff. I'm not too worried about that. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of iron plates, and then we will make however many screws we can. And then we need 2 iron plates. Well, we need, there we go. 1, 2. Now we need 5 more cables. So we should have some. I wonder if we have any copper plates anywhere. So I'm going to move that one right there. I'm going to take all the limestone out of there and actually build this constructor. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do here. Okay. So we're going to need more than that cable-wise for the, yeah, there we go. I think that'll be fine. We should get the limestone from that, right? I don't know if we did. We did. Okay, cool. So we'll build the constructor right here. And then we will build out the... We need... That should give us all that. So then we'll do this right here. And then this rock might be in the way, actually, now that I think about it. Come back to organization, do this. And then we'll do that right there. And that. Okay. So now we'll come back into our constructor and we can basically just say, hey, I want you to focus specifically on this right here. I want you to just do concrete. Now what we can do from here is we can grab the power and we can plop it right there, and that will now be developing our concrete. So basically, you'll notice right here, it will be pushing our concrete. Because I don't know what else we're going to need limestone for the time being, and I feel like we're going to need more concrete than limestone. So I think concrete, copper, iron. very, very specific. So let's see. Okay. So now we can focus on the idea of base building. But I think what we'll do is we'll get to that in the next video. So I think we have done quite a, I mean, we obviously have. We've done quite a bit in this video. We have kind of developed out our resource collection, resource gathering. We still have a decent amount of biomass in these. Again, these two are both pushing to multiple machines that are utilizing the power, which means that machine up there should, that thing is still so big. So that machine up there should be okay in terms of power generation, but that's going to be providing our copper. And again, from what I've heard, from what I've read online, this stuff is just like, this stuff is infinite resources. Like, these nodes don't go away. So what I will do is I will kind of maintain and continue to kind of like look at this. There we go. Let's see how much more. It has 35. Okay, so actually that's a little bit lower than I anticipated. So let's, before we jump out of here, let's jump onto our conveyor belt, which actually I think we could just use the conveyor belt now for, for a, can we go back up it? We can, okay. We'll grab a bunch of leaves. We'll turn these leaves, which actually we don't really need to do all that, but I wonder if the leaves grow back over time. I think we'll find out over time. We'll make a bunch more of these real quick. We can grab the ones that we have in here, and we can actually put those back in there as well. At least one of them, and then kind of hold the other two down. So that's cool though. We're making progress here. This automation. Okay, I did not mean to do that. I hit my mouse down by mistake. The automation games like this are very new to me, so I'm still trying to kind of like collect myself and try to figure things out as I go. Dude, it's so terrifying. Okay, so we plop that in there. You can see it takes 6 seconds for this to burn down completely, and you're not going to attack me, are you? I'm glad that it doesn't like destroy the cables when it walks through it. The thing is freaking terrifying. Anyway, no offense, by the way, guy. Hopefully you can't hear me. But I think what we'll do is we'll continue kind of working it. We'll continue building out our base here. I feel like this game is absolutely going to be an enjoyable one. I feel like this game will provide a lot of fun opportunities and a lot of interesting moments, especially as we continue to explore around this world. Because we can build out however much we need to. I don't think we can build another. Oh, space elevator requires deliveries of special. Anyway, okay, cool. We'll build out as much as we can on this world, and then if I end up talking to Quex into getting this game or buying this game for Quex or whatever, I'd love to. I mean, I could very well see Quex and I doing a really enjoyable series on this. But this is pretty much a good start. I think we're doing phenomenal right now so far with me being very new to automation games. We have our iron production, our concrete production, and our copper production. And I think we should be all set. So with that being said, thank you guys again very much for watching. Truly do appreciate it. Remember to subscribe if you're not already. Also like the video if you did enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I could do differently to make these videos more enjoyable for you guys. On top of that, if you guys are interested in getting early access to videos as well as a variety of other things, including exclusive series just for members, go down to our description. There is a link to our Patreon. You feel free to join that. Huge shout out to Quex. Thank you so much for being a continued supporter of the channel. And on top of that, if you're also down in the description, might as well click that Discord link. It's a great link that will provide you an opportunity to join our small community, small but growing community. So with that being said, thank you guys again so very much for watching. This is Satisfactory. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.